Hello, I will now stare at this Hot Wheels car for 1 hour. Get prepped here, have a little water. Lights are a little hot. I have my timer set for 1 hour, and okay, we begin. I will stare continuously at this Hot Wheels for 1 hour. It's my understanding many people have tried this. It's extremely difficult. Something to do with the finish on the Hot Wheels toy cars. Very difficult to look at. Just keep staring now. Of course, I can't look away to check my timer because it's out of eye line, so I can't really look. Should have thought of that before, but okay. Hot Wheels. I chose this Hot Wheels car at random, but I see that it is a paramedic vehicle. Of course, paramedics are heroes. They're out there doing the good work every day, helping people, checking people out. If they have a challenge, medical issue, they come on out there and help them out. Great bunch, the paramedics. They're just terrific. Great bunch. This one has fancy wheels. I haven't really seen regular paramedic trucks with fancy wheels like this, but that's not saying they don't exist. I'm sure that there are some cooler, more hip municipalities or something that allow fancy wheels on the paramedics. On the paramedics' vehicles. Obviously not the paramedics, because... Oh, let me put that there. Let me make sure that's there. Yeah, it's ridiculous to think of wheels on a paramedic, putting, stapling wheels on someone. That's really ghastly, actually. No, I mean on the vehicle itself. Have the fancy wheels. Nice red color. Red. I am seeing a little bit of, again, maybe with the paint or something, a little bit of maybe duress a little bit. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on that. Right? Little staring joke. I'll keep an eye on that. So, still staring here. Yes, yeah, the fancy wheels. I wonder if you might have two hip communities next to each other, and maybe they get into a competition thing between paramedic trucks. Sort of like the, one of those teen comedies or something where they're hot rod racers and, after we save people, we go out and race, or, we go to parking lot car shows and we're the best and you stink, stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot of that going on. You know, please comment below if there's any of that going on, or if you're a paramedic, and if you're a paramedic and you have fancy wheels on your truck, please comment below, because I want to know about that now. Now, I have a little time here to think about these things, and I realize I really want to know that. It's interesting to me. Of course, the paramedics, champions, going out there. I mean, it doesn't matter what. You could, no matter what the injury, they're going to be there. They're first on the scene. You give them a call, you call, for help. They come on out. No judgment. They're out there to help you. Paramedics. Going out there. Have little bags with them. They have the heart jump start thing. So if your heart stops, they do this with them first, I see. Boom, boom. And then they yell, charge! And then they slam them on your chest, and you'll see a lot of times on TV shows that they'll just bounce off the ground with the charge. Quite impressive. But that gets the heart going. Like, if you didn't know much about it, you'd think, what are they doing to that guy? It's something like they did with Frankenstein or something to bring the corpse parts back to life. But no, they're helping you out. They're getting that heart going. So it goes to show, things aren't always what they seem. They're not always there. They're, ready for you to grasp all the facts. So, still looking at this. Again, can't look at the timer because then I would break the stair and ruin the video. Ruin this. I know most people are probably very impressed out there about this. It is a very difficult task, I know. Very small percentage of people could do something like this. Don't feel bad if you can't. I want to encourage you to do other things. Obviously, few are chosen to do something like this. But you have other things you can do. Maybe, really, maximizing your usage of a toaster oven or something. It can be challenging. I understand this. I had problems with mine because the instructions are confusing, and let's just leave it at that. I mean, the instructions are confusing. Oof. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about I don't know if I should get into this. Well, we have time. So the whole thing about toasting both sides, when you're in there, it's confusing because you have the middle shelf thing. Sometimes you'll go in, I'll put bread in there. Usually I use Ezekiel bread, and the top will be, I'll put it in there for the proper amount of time, and the top of it will be, I see I almost lost there, but I kept it. I kept it because I followed my hand, but I kept it right on the line. I was still in there. The top of it will be charbroiled, like a thick band of black burnt bread. It looks like wood, after a fire that maybe a paramedic would be at. See, we come right around. And then the bottom's all undone. And you try and scrape it, but if you scrape the charcoal off the bread, you've got only like a paper-thin slice of bread left. It just doesn't go. Yeah, that red, that paint, it does attack the eyes, especially under the hot lights here. It kind of attacks you. sort of a challenge. I can see why this is so difficult. Again, don't feel bad if you can't do this. Not many people can. Not many. Probably some, I would imagine some Zen Masters or Kung Fu experts or something can do it, have the mental wherewithal to really focus on the Hot Wheels, but not many. Not many. You know, even great heroes, you know, people like paramedics, firemen, police officers, people in the military, doctors, nurses, all these people that help, tremendous people on all fronts, but unable to do something like this. But they don't let that limitation stand in the way of being of service in some other ways. So it's an important lesson. So out there, if you're looking at this and despairing of the fact you might never be able to do this, just, bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. So we're looking at this Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, interesting company. I guess Mattel makes them. They've been making them for years. They've been around since I was a little kid. They're still around. They're not that expensive. You can buy them by the pound, essentially. There's all kinds of different ones, different colors, different designs, Like I said, this is a paramedic truck. You have kind of cool hot rods. I saw one with like a monster theme once. It was scary. Concerned a little bit. Maybe you scare the kids, but, they just did it, Something like that when I was a little kid. Horrifying monster in a Hot Wheels. Maybe cause nightmares. I don't know. Maybe they stopped making that because if kids wake up screaming every night thinking about the monster Hot Wheels, even with a passing glance, the kid can't get it out of his head, screaming, parents coming in, what's wrong? The monster on a, something like that. Stuff happens. It doesn't make the kid a baby for doing that. Not a baby or anything. It's normal. It's normal. A 12-year-old is still a kid, so crying about a car doesn't make a 12-year-old a baby because it's still technically a kid. You don't really become a teenager until 13. So 12, you're still a kid, so you can do all the same things a kid does. So what's a kid? You go, I guess you got a baby, and then you're like 2, and then, whoop, there we go, let me put this there. I gotta be careful because I've been moving my hands around. If I knock the vehicle down, then I'd have to go down and grab it, but then I'd be out of the camera, and then it would be like, did he look away from that truck? Did he look away from the Hot Wheels? He lied on the title of his video. He looked away. We don't want that. So I got to make sure I don't knock it off. Got to keep looking. Yeah, so like a kid will be 3 and up. So whatever, if a kid, if you're 3, you're like a little kid, and 12, you're still a little kid, be a little older. So scared at something doesn't make a 12-year-old a baby any more than a 3-year-old. Crying about something, things, scary stuff goes on, so little kids allowed to react to a scary event. But anyway, I'm sure they fixed that monster thing, so if not, and it's probably even on they could probably modify the monster so it's not so terrifying on the vehicle. So it doesn't look like it would consume a child. You know, like that it's just maybe a friendly monster. Because I've seen they do shows now with getting a little dry. Should have had a little more water. What? Because I can't really reach the water. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, they have a lot of shows now. They have monsters. I saw with the kids. They got some friendly monster, and there's a bunch of doors. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You know, friendly monster, and I think to make a monster friendly, you need fluffiness involved with the monster. You don't want scaly. No, you don't want scaly with the monster. You want fluffy, smile. You know, and they got to smile. I don't know if you could get away with a grimace on anything, even if you have a fluffy monster, because you need a smile. So you want fluffy, you want smiley. And yeah, this is that paint. Ooh yeah, that paint. So I don't know if you can hear out here, the birds are chirping out there. I don't know if it'll read on camera here, but the birds, read on the mic here. The birds are chirping. Of course they stop now. There's a little bit now, hear that? See? Of course the birds are out there flying, they can do whatever they want. They're flying from branch to branch. I'm sure the birds are looking like crazy at all kinds of different things. They're looking at this, hey, they're looking at the branches, they're looking at the ground, looking all over. If they're thirsty, they can go get some water somewhere. I don't know where they find it here, it's pretty dry here, but they obviously drink water somewhere, so find it, maybe they go and, you know, fly over to a lake or something, drink some water, but you gotta be careful because I believe certain fish eat birds. If they go near the water, the birds will come. Probably though, it's the other way around, I think. The birds go in and eat the fish, so probably the fish are, you know. I know the birds eat, yeah, a little dry. I know the birds eat bugs off the surface of the water. They'll go in there and eat bugs. Fish too. They'll go up there because when you go fishing, you'll pretend you have, you know, that's that fly fishing's all about. Pretend there's a bug. So the fish are going to eat the bug and the birds are eating the bug. So they compete for the bugs. They compete. Competing for the bugs. Staring at the bugs. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess the birds will stare down at the water. They'll stare. They may not like it. The water might start to hurt their little bird eyes because their eyes are small. Things must hurt them. I can't imagine a bird staring at a Hot Wheels car. Their eyes, with this paint, their eyes would probably burst into flames if they had to do this. So, again, you know, if birds are, I don't know if birds considered this type of thing, but if you are a bird, I've seen some smart birds out there. They'll repeat your name and stuff. Minor birds, I think. So if you're a minor bird and you're watching this, don't feel bad if you can't do this because you're a talking bird, so, and that's really nice. That's a nice thing to be. Not everyone, you know, not everyone can be the top. Not everyone can do the really challenging things. Yep, so once again, can't get the timer. Probably should have had a little table here, live and learn, so I could look to see what's going on. staring at the paramedic Hot Wheels. Fancy wheels. Of course, surprising they don't have with the bubble at the top here, if you can see that. If you sort of look down there, it's all yellow. And I've never really seen a yellow, I don't know what they call it, a bubblegum machine or whatever on the top, a Siren. I've seen yellow, and of course these are solid yellow. So I know it's a toy. You can only be so lifelike, but they do such a great job on the piping and the wheels and the hood and everything. Yeah, it just looks like maybe they gave up a little bit on the Siren bubble thing. Just have sort of plastic, and I don't think you can see inside, but inside here there's more plastic in the back. It delineates some type of supplies, maybe hoses or something like that. That probably wouldn't be hoses because it's a paramedic truck, but something else, maybe stretcher material or something, I don't know. But it's all the same yellow. So it's like maybe some guy was, who cares? Let's just put all yellow in there. We don't care. But what about, maybe there's somebody that was there who was like, what about, the sirens in the bubble? And they were like, no, it's too much. It cost an extra 1/10 of a cent per Hot Wheels. So, I mean, who knows? I don't know. Because I wasn't there. But I can imagine businesses make decisions like that. They'll say. They'll make decisions like that all the time. Yeah, it's getting a little warm in here. The lights are pretty hot. Yep. Yep. You want to, good thing I have the discipline for this, because otherwise you'd be feeling pretty dried out, a little warm, a little tired of looking at the, paramedic Hot Wheels vehicle. It's a good choice. Nothing against the paramedic vehicle. Like I said, all heroes, everything, fancy wheels. Maybe a more muted color, easier on the eyes. The light bouncing off this one, it's like, man, oh man. Okay. Yep, we're looking at the Hot Wheels. Whew. Yep. Nice. Looking at the Hot Wheels. Doing this. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels. Looking at the Hot Wheels car. Looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking. He's looking. I'm looking. He's looking. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. That's actually not bad. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking. See, you have a chorus. Ooh, there we go. See, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I kept it. I looked down. I kept it. Gotta be careful. But anyway, to the Hot Wheels car, looking at the Hot Wheels car song, you can think in terms of a chorus. You got maybe you got character, somebody that will play me in the musical. That he'll be, I'm looking, and they'll have it set up. Maybe they'll have a giant, like for the stage, they'll have a giant vehicle come down, and he's, wow, look at that, and they always start with something. They start with something, off the cuff in these Broadway shows. Say, hey, look at that car. Look at, man, what kind of car is it? It's a Hot Wheels car. They got the the passers-by, it's a Hot Wheels car. Really? Yeah. Why don't you look at it? Okay. I'm looking at the Hot... And then he starts singing, I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. And then the passerby come in and he's looking at the Hot Wheels car. He's looking. No, he go, I'm looking. He's looking. I'm looking. He's looking. He's looking. I'm looking. He's looking. And they say it at the same time, but it's like a wall of sound. So you can't really delineate between I'm looking and he's looking. It's like a... Whew, it just washes over your ears when you're out there and you're just engulfed. You're engulfed in... and then, of course, everybody in the audience, they're looking at the car, too. So, it's, in a sense, everybody then would be doing what I'm doing now, and that's staring without moving at a Hot Wheels car. They'd be staring at it. I just had a horrifying thought that the camera wasn't recording. I mean, I'll let that pass. Little OCD there. I'm just like, because see, there's, I don't know, maybe the car itself is giving off waves, to try and mess with my head, to get me to stop. Go ahead, check the camera, make sure it's going. And then I take my eyes off, and then done. Comment after comment. He's a fake. He didn't look at it for an hour. He's just another YouTube cheat. He's not doing it. He's not looking at a Hot Wheels car for an hour. He's just a jerk. Yeah, that's it. And your life is ruined. Oh boy, that'd be, ruin, people hounding you, trying to go somewhere. It's like, yeah, you cheated. You cheated. Used a hologram. Well, they wouldn't have to say, I guess they could say, you were just, hanging out somewhere else. You used a hologram. I don't know why a hologram came to mind. I don't know how you do it. I guess you'd need... Well, I guess you could do a hologram of me and just have it here looking. Because they do them pretty well now. It's not like in Star Wars where, they come in and out now. I think they're pretty solid. So, actually, a hologram would be a pretty good idea. I mean, if you were that type of person. So you wouldn't have to do this, with the aggressive paint and the vehicle, the lights, and there's the birds again out there. There's a plane. You hear the plane? There's a plane out there. Plane flying. It's filled with people that are looking all over the place. They probably have reading magazines, turning the pages, looking. I'll look at this word now. Now I'll look at that word. I can look at any word I want. I'll look. I'm stopping looking. They're doing that now on the plane. Of course, the pilot has to look all around. He's looking up. He's looking down, right and left. He can't. A pilot cannot stare at one thing. You got to look at everything. Now the plane's coming at you or something, or go into bad weather. Although it's pretty nice out there today, so seems pretty nice. Nice out there, nice and sunny outside, fresh breeze, In here it's a little stuffy. A little hot. Kind of oppressive, kind of mentally oppressive a little bit because of the focus here on this. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. So a little bit about my presentation here. I wanted to get a nice sort of felt thing, like for underneath the car, like they present like collectible coins on or something, or jewels. So I gotta watch my hands. Better watch your hands. But I couldn't find one, so this is a kitchen towel. It's a little messed up. Probably see some little bit from some laundry screw-ups. I screw them a little bit with bleach. But looks pretty good. Almost, not quite like a felt thing, but it indicates it, so. You guys, how you feel about kitchen towels, please comment below. Of course, needless to say, would like likes. Everybody always asks for likes and subscribes and to please share this and everything else. So, as always, you know, ask for that. Appreciate it. Just, you know, hopefully people will find this encouraging to pursue their dreams. Again, like I said, most people can't do this, but some other things you might be able to do. Maybe you're good at school or something. You might be able to go to a good school. Maybe become, you know, a doctor or professor or lawyer, business owner, CEO or something. You know, there's other things to do. You don't have to do this. This requires, like I said, I'm not going to belabor this because it'll sound like I'm bragging. It'll sound like I feel like I'm better than people that can't do this, but it's, trust me when I say this. Oh, there we go. Let me get this again. I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with my hands. I got a little tripod thing out here. I gotta be careful of it. Trust me when I say this, honestly. And if I could look really at the camera and take my eyes away from the Hot Wheels, I tell you this sincerely. I am humbled that I have this gift. I don't take it for granted. I'm not braggadocious about it. I know that very few people walking the earth right now could do this. So I'm very humble. Very humble that I had the discipline to develop the skills needed to do this. That I had the fortitude to put in the hours of training to be able to get myself to the position where I could do this. So I'm very humble about it. So please, you know, if you want to recognize my humility in the comments, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. But of course, it's better to recognize when somebody is presenting evidence of their humility. You know, even, you know, when they display great skill, like of course I am doing now, sort of positive comments are welcome, you know. Of course, people that feel really bad about themselves might not want to put a comment down there because they're resistant. They don't want to do it. They don't want to recognize. They don't want to recognize someone who can do something, maybe, you know, that they, as we've already established, because most people can't do this, that they can't do. So you're in good company. What I'm saying is you're in good company. If you couldn't do this, if you can't do this, you're in good company. And I said, can probably count on one hand other people on the planet now that could do this. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. He's looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking, he's looking, I'm looking, he's looking. Actually, you know, this song, because I'm staring at the Hot Wheels car. So staring, let's see how that sounds. I'm staring at the Hot Wheels car. He's staring at the Hot Wheels car. So you gotta go lower with stare. Looking, looking, staring, staring. See? It's funny how a word can drive the tone of something. right? Looking, staring, right? So maybe you mix the two, because right away to my ear that's appealing. He's looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. He's staring at the Hot Wheels car. I'm staring at the Hot Wheels car. Something like that. Now when I said it aloud, that didn't sound as good as I thought it was going to do, but it's like, it's more, I'm staring at the... It's almost, you got to keep, you probably got to choose one or the other. If you mix the two, it gets sloppy. Yeah, my foot's asleep. Hold on. Foot is asleep. Foot is asleep. And it's funny, maybe it has to do with my unbelievable discipline, but when my foot falls asleep, it's also filled with shooting pain. Pain like you would not believe. Probably something to do with my nervous system being attuned to this type of thing. Maybe it's just overly tuned and painful. And I have kind of like a Charlie horse in it too. Like, it's like as if somebody is digging a bolt into my foot. Just digging in there, like just, or maybe like pressure pliers on my foot, and they're just, it's like somebody who's maybe, not sane, and he's just twisting the pressure pliers, or maybe like a big wood clamp. Oh, all right, it's getting a little better now. Well, we don't want that anymore. We don't want that. Yep. We don't want that anymore. Nope. Again, I wish I had the timer close by to do this, but I don't. I don't have it. I wish I had the timer close, but I don't have the timer close. I wish maybe I could have set it up in the eye line here. That would have probably been smart to do. Put it right there, and then you can look right ahead and just say, okay, I only have... Because it's in the not knowing. It's in the not knowing that... Of course, you know out there watching, because you see along the bottom of the video where I'm at in it. I went... No. See, I kept on that. I went like that, but I kept. Yes. Foolish thought. I'm not even going to bring it up. It's like, there's no way I could be out there with you at the same time looking at it. There's no way to do that. I mean, the technology is really great now, but unless out there, if you know of some technology where, I guess it's kind of a bi-location thing. If you know something, please leave it in the comments. Interesting. It's just like the wheels, it interests me now. Can you... Because I know the whole panpsychism thing now. It's like, essentially the universe is mine, so maybe I could, something like that. Okay. Yep. Yeah. You know those things, where you can get a cereal box off the top shelf in you see those clamp things? Right now I find myself wishing I had one, because if I had one of those, I could keep my eyes on the Hot Wheels car and then reach over with the clamp thing, get it, and then bring it up so I could look at the timer. Of course, I don't own one, so it would be impossible, obviously, for me now to go to the store to buy one and have it and still accomplish the mission. So I probably shouldn't be thinking about that. Those are some of those things that you don't need to be thinking about when there's nothing you can do. There's nothing to do about it. Hot Wheels car is there. You're staring at the Hot Wheels car. Got to do an hour. YouTube is watching. Yeah, there's just no way around it. You gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep doing it. So Hot Wheels. Had the Hot Wheels as a kid. Had the orange track, set it up. You had a little clamp you would put on the table. Shoot the car down the track. Shoot the car down. We'll go boom. They'd go really fast too. You know, the higher you go, the faster they go. Of course, gotta be careful because they'll fly all over the house. On the, I had a loop thing, goes around, and a lot of times they'd fall off the loop if you weren't going fast enough. Every once in a while it would really work, like on the TV commercial, but a lot of times it'd just fall. Just fall. Of course, it shoots out. You can get break a vase or something. So you don't want that. You don't want to break things. Because your mom will get upset. They don't like to have stuff broken by flying toys in the house. They, in general, don't like it. In general, they don't like to have things broken. Very powerful color, this red. Very getting in there, just like smacking at your retina. It's getting in there. Yep, looking at the Hot Wheels car, staring at the Hot Wheels car, regarding the Hot Wheels car, regarding the Hot Wheels car. That could probably be when they translate the show to French. Regardez la Hot Wheels car. I don't know. Man, I think it's J'ai regardé la Hot Wheels car. I don't know if this is wrong. Put it in comments. Il regardait la Hot Wheels car. Staring. I don't know if staring is the same. Stare seems like a word that would be the same in French. Please comment below. Should be the same. Stare seems like one of those words. Stare. I don't know, maybe because it could mean something else though. Stare in French could mean, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe stare in French means to close your eyes and rest them. Maybe it's one of those words. Germans have words like that are really long, that say a lot. Like they may have a word that says, that means, you gotta be careful. They might have a word that means delightfully close your eyes and rest them. It could be like, Glauken, Ischgal, you know what I'm saying. It's one of those long German words. But it says exactly that. And maybe it's a word, somebody was staring for a prolonged period of time, not an hour, but a prolonged period of time at something. And then, doing that whole thing. I'm looking at that man's car. I'm looking at that man. He's looking, I'm looking, he's looking. Regardez. Now I'm curious about how you would sing it in many languages. If you have some ideas, put it in the comments. I'm curious about that as well. You know, there's a lot of languages out there. Let's face it. A lot of different languages. All over the world, many languages are spoken. If a musical does well enough, it gets translated into all those hundreds of languages and then dialects and sub-dialects. You know, if the show's popular enough. I mean, Hot Wheels are very, I can imagine, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility because Hot Wheels are so popular. I mean, think about it. Who doesn't have at least one Hot Wheels in their house? I mean, I can't imagine. Not a single. You could probably go any house or any apartment, any dwelling anywhere, and say, "Can you bring me your Hot Wheels, please?" And we'll give you $100. I mean, everybody could get $100 for Hot Wheels. I got a Hot Wheels. I'll be right back, and you get $100. And some Hot Wheels, of course, are worth $100 or even more. I mean, there's collectors out there. They collect these things. Matter of fact, I don't know if this is a collectible. I just pulled it out at random. I had a bunch of them. I just pulled it out at random out of the box. But I don't know if it's a collectible. Not in flawless shape. I think they have to be in the box. Gotta keep them in the box for them to be flawless. Yep. Curiosity, like they say, curiosity killed the cat, right? I just wanna. Oh, see, I'm still here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to go. Okay. Well, seemed longer than it was, but there's some time to go. At least, I know now, so. It's funny the way the light, especially this super hot light right here, is hitting the Hot Wheels. It looks like there's a person in the Hot Wheels. Looks like there's a driver, like a tiny paramedic in there. I mean, it's probably just a play of the light or something, I'm sure. I don't believe they made a little plastic figure in there. Yeah, I don't believe that's the case. But he's in there. I see it. I don't know, they say dehydration can make you hallucinate, maybe. I don't think I'm hallucinating, but yeah, appears to be moving a little bit, but again, it's the light. Extremely aggressive paint job. Extremely aggressive. Extremely aggressive. Yeah, and the figure inside now looks like it's moving, but I know that can't be real. It can't be real. Just dehydration. It can't be real. Just dehydration. You need water so you see things that don't exist. You need to drink some water and get off of your cramping feet. You need to something like that. I mean, you need in a in a musical, obviously have the big song where it's, he's looking at the Hot Wheels car. I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at the Hot Wheels car. He's looking at the Hot Wheels car. So you need those big songs. And that, you know, but then you need other smaller songs too. So maybe later, he's looking, he's so overcome with the car, he's looking at it so much, and, you know, I don't know if you would put a constraint in the play itself that he can't take his eyes off of it. That would be very difficult to do. You know, dancing, because it would be tough to dance. Okay, now my left foot is asleep again, and my right foot too. So two of them, both cramping, and in some pain. Again, that pressure plier thing in the left, and now with this one, it's like somebody's jabbing a screwdriver into the sole of my foot. Okay. Okay. I'll probably do a cramping thing. Yeah, cramping feet. My feet are cramping, they're cramping feet. I'm keeping my eyeballs on the car, but my feet are cramping up. They're cramping up. They're cramping up. They're cramping up. My feet are cramping up. Eyeballs on the car. Right? I mean, that's not bad. Because it's kind of happy. I mean, it's not good. The cramping is not happy, but cramping. I'm thinking this kind of a move. Like a head thing. Cramping feet. Cramping feet. I'm cramping feet. I cramp. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Cramping feet. Oh, my feet are better. Oh, that worked actually. No, not really. Well, it worked on the right foot. Not the left is still bad. Okay. So please use this video to encourage people that have a dream. Obviously, if I'm able to accomplish this, not only will it be a world record, it's a shattering achievement, really, in so many ways. But this can give hope to other people that are looking at new horizons. You know, maybe, like I said, most people can't do this, something like this, but other lesser goals. Yeah. You know, maybe work in research or something. You know, something like that. Lesser. Yeah, it does look like there's somebody, of course. Looks like he's waving to me now in the vehicle, trying to get me to close my eye. He's making a sound and making to have me look away. He's like pointing away, like look over there. The little man is saying, look over there. Look away. Yeah, right. I'm not looking away. Do your best. Do your best. This is something, you folks at home, like I said, encouraging people. All of you, even in your smaller goals, you might have obstacles. Just remember, the little man trying to tell me to look away. Trying to tell me, look away. Did I look away? No. Didn't look away. Hopefully. Still have time to go. But as of now, I have not looked away. Keeping my eyes on this car. A little blurry. Says, I believe, EMS, paramedic. Getting a little hazy, everything. And with the hot lights blasting and bouncing off that evil red color. Evil, eye-destroying red. Coming at me. Pounding into my eyes. But not looking away. Cramping feet. Not looking away. Not looking away. Nope. Yeah, I still see the man, but nope, not looking away. I know you're just a dehydration hallucination. Not real. You're not a real little man. Yeah. And then tires look like they're melting, but that's just because they've sunk down into the kitchen towel a little bit. And that's not true. You're not melting. Just a little blurry. That's right. Dehydration. Maybe in the play they could have, you know, a large glass of cold water, maybe with a pitcher. Pitcher just pouring. Maybe some ice cubes in there. Sometimes you get the nice clear ice cubes in the glass. You hear the water hitting there, clinking into the ice cubes. You have that in the show, and the guy's staring at the Hot Wheels, and you know I think I heard something. I think I heard something. I think I heard something. No. Okay. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay, we can do this. Somebody sent me a text or something, I think. Somebody probably sending me a text of encouragement. Somebody just saying, you know, go for it. Just, you know, dreaming about doing something lesser for themselves, but of course, but really, you know, thank God there are people, you know, that are doing this. You know, Master Grownups doing this, you know. Doing the tough thing. Doing the looking at this. A little bit to go. Not too much longer. World record. Coming up on a world record. You know, please, in your comments, please let me know how this blessed you. How you feel it can bless others. Shout outs, if you need a shout out of encouragement for others, you know, I'm here. Yep. Paramedics. Paramedic vehicle. Fancy, and remember about the fancy wheels thing. I really want to know about that too. Because, yeah, that's it. That would be, that's the key. That's the key. You want to have, you know, nice looking vehicles out there when you're doing the heroic work and everything else. 1 hour staring at a Hot Wheels. Pretty amazing, right? 1 hour. Pretty amazing. Just feats of human endurance, right, folks? I mean, I'm humbled by it, but feats of human endurance. Just unbelievable. I mean, I feel so unbelievably blessed to be an example for others. Unbelievably blessed. Staring at a Hot Wheels car. Very, very, I was going to say tough, but it's really an impossible thing to do. impossible thing to do. That paint, there's something in it. Repels the eye. Repels it. It's almost like the light bouncing off. It's almost like a caustic spray into your eyeballs. Like just burning at them with that paint. Must put something in there, I don't know. Maybe the paint equivalent of a lectin. You know, lectins are in plants to discourage. You know, there's some people that don't eat lectins. Maybe there's something. Just to make sure. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hour staring at a Hot Wheels car. Thanks for watching. You're welcome.